Today you're going to see how easy it is to stretch a printed canvas using the kit from StretcherBarDepot.com. The kit consists of the 4 stretcher bars, industrial strength corner clip, hanging kit, 4 corner braces, some glue, and a push pin, which you will see the use of that in a few minutes. Stretcher bars are manufactured from either poplar or basswood. They're specially milled to our design. They have a special stapling ledger on the back, a channel down one side, an angle side for supporting the canvas, and double-sided tape for temporary holding of the canvas in the stretching process. Here's the print we're going to stretch. It's printed in 2 different ways. One with a black border, which will be the return against the stretcher bar sides, which fits up against the wall, or in a gallery wrap format where part of the image is placed on the side of the return and wrapped around the stretcher bars. In order to locate the image on the back of the canvas when you flip it over, we've come up with a little method where we use a push pin and we push it through the very corner of the image, like so. Then we flip the image and we put a little X where that hole came through. And we do that on all 4 corners. We flip the canvas over, we have our 4 X's, and we're now going to draw lines to locate the stretcher bars on the back of the canvas. So I put a ruler on here which is 2 inches wide, and I'm going to draw a series of lines between those X's where we're going to place the stretcher bars. We've drawn our X's and we've drawn lines which are 2 inches in from a line drawn through those X's, and we've created in effect an area where the image is, only we see the back of the canvas, and this is where we'll lay down our stretcher bars. We're going to remove the double-sided tape on the back of the stretcher bar, pull it off like so, and place the bar down between the lines that we drew. I'm going to place the bar down at an angle like this so we can push it back and forth just a little bit and just expose this line here, and make sure your bar's in between and press it down on the canvas. When you put down the stretcher bars, you put the slanted side toward the inside of the canvas and this stapling ledger on the outside. Put them right between the lines, like so, and press it down on the canvas. Now we're going to cut and trim the corners before we fold up the stretcher bars to make the stretch. So we're going to draw a line across this corner, approximately 3/8 of an inch from this corner right here and here. Then we're going to cut across here like so. It's important to have a nice cut mat under here. And then we're going to cut this like so and fold these tabs up so they stick to the double-sided tape that's in the gap. Now we're going to fold up the stretcher bars and insert our industrial strength corner clip. We just simply fold these up like so and take the corner clip and insert it into the corner like that, and that becomes a clamp holding the 45-degree together. Next thing you do is just tap that in, finish it off with the hammer. We're now stapling the canvas on the back and using our stapling ledger to push the stapler up against it to make a nice tight stretch on the return. We simply start in the middle and work our way to the corners. This stapling ledger allows you to take your staple gun and push it, the nose of the staple gun, up against the ledger and then fire away. Creates a nice tight stretch right along the end. The final staples go right in the corner like so by pushing the stapler right up against the edge, and then pulling in the final staple, and then put a saddle staple across the back. The last step in stapling is to trim the excess canvas from the back, and it's easy just to take your straight edge and go right down into the corners, and it comes right off and leaves you a nice neat edge. Now that we've trimmed the excess canvas, we've created a nice neat perimeter so it looks professional when you deliver it to your customer. We're going to insert our corner braces. The corner braces are simply pushed into these channels in the back, and they are used to stabilize the corner to prevent any warping or torquing of the stretcher bars. The final step of stretching the corners is to just tap these corner braces in. The final stretch, as you can see, is very neat, tidy, and professional looking. And on the front, you can see that it's nice and tight, just like a drum. From StretcherBarDepot.com.